Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I've been really wanting to make a video about this topic. So, first off, my name is Ashley. I'm 28 years old. I think about that. And I have a brain cyst. The title says it is true. I have a brain cyst. I'll insert an image of it somewhere in this video. It'll also be my thumbnail probably. However, I was diagnosed in 2012. We found out about the cyst by getting a CAT scan of my sinuses because I have really bad sinuses and I get sinus infections and really bad allergies. So my primary physician at the time was like, hey, let's get a CAT scan of your sinuses. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. Long story short, I don't even remember what she said about my sinuses. All I remember is her saying that I have a cyst in my brain. I was like, cool, gotta go. So I called my mom at the time. She was a nurse. She is a nurse, but at the time she's working, and she was able to find a neurologist for me immediately. Long story short, I went to a neurologist. He sent me for an MRI of my brain and confirmed that yes, in fact, it is a cyst in my brain. I think it's by 3.8 times by 2 centimeters, 3.8 by 2 centimeters. To be exact, that's the exact size as of right now. So, it's a little weird. I'm sorry for this glare too, by the way, but I'm filming this at 11 o'clock at night, so it's great. But I was not prepared to hear that I had a cyst. I was 20 years old. I had brain cysts. I was like, cool. Basically told me that I was probably born with it and I'll die with it, which I was like, awesome. Cool. I was like, thanks, Mom. Like, literally, that's what I said to her. Basically, it's a cavity in my brain that filled up with fluid. So I actually went to a neurologist today. Finally got one down here in North Carolina. Yay. And he explained to me my MRI, and I never saw it from 2012. I never actually looked it up and saw what he was talking about, but he actually showed me the MRI, and actually my right lobe, which I don't have the pictures of that, but the right lobe is actually squished. It's it's condensed, excuse me, and it's a pretty big area of fluid, which you'll see. It's lit up as white in the MRI. It's a big white area on my brain. It looks like it's on my left hand side, but it's just because it's opened and flipped, as if you split open the head, you're looking down into it kind of thing. So it's flipped around, but it's actually my right hand side of my brain. The image just looks like it's on the left, so I wanted to clarify that. But yeah, so it's actually condensed in my right hand side of my brain, and he can't confirm if I did get it removed, I got drained, if it would subside, because even if I got it drained, there's a cavity there, right? So there's a space full of fluid. If I drained that fluid, who knows if my brain would be spongy and fill up the space and expand and fill up the space of that cavity where my fluid was in. Who knows? Or who knows if I was born with my brain like that, and over time there was a cavity empty, a space, and it fills up with cerebral spinal fluid. So who knows if I was born like that, and that even if I get a procedure which removes the fluid from my brain, who knows if it will actually work. So I'm definitely not getting surgery right now. I went to a neurologist today and he prescribed me 3 different medications. One for an everyday medication, it's like a preventative medication. Medication to take when I'm having migraines, and then another medication to take when my migraines are so severe that I need to be knocked out. And that one is Phenergan, which it is used for several uses. It's used for nausea, vomiting. If you're really sick, they give it to you. They give it to you post-surgery if you're really nauseous and vomiting. They give it to you pre-surgery to make you sleepy and sedate you. So yes, he basically told me I'll take it and take a nappy. Which, when you have a really bad migraine, my migraine symptoms, everyone's are different. So it's on my right hand side. It's actually like behind my right eye area. And I get severe sharp pain or like pressure in my head. And this side, I can't tell if it's blurred vision or like this side is just distorted. It's really hard to tell. Like, he was asking me today so many questions about my vision, about my migraine. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what happens. I mean, I've had them for years and they've been on and off. But all I know is that my vision gets distorted. I get sharp pains and pressure in my right hand side of my head. I never have regular headaches. They're always migraines and they're always severe. They're never like, oh, it's a little migraine, I can deal with it. It's always like sharp pains, pressure, like, my famous line is, my brain hurts. And everyone's like, your brain hurts. Like, so does mine. I'm like, no, my brain actually hurts. And no one really understands when I say that, but like, I'm not figuratively like speaking, like it actually is hurting me. There's times where I get migraines every single day for a month straight, and there's times I don't get migraine at all for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. There's times I get migraines every other day. There's times I get migraines that last me all day. So it's hard to tell like what causes my migraines, and I don't know the triggers. He's actually making me do a migraine diary. It's an app, actually. You can download it, and it asks you a whole bunch of questions and tracks your migraines, because I'm having them about 25 to 30 days a month, which is almost every single day a month I'm having them. So he wants me to track them and make sure that it's getting better, even if it's like 25 or less. Like, that's better than what I'm having right now. So I'm doing that. Also, I sleep horribly, and that also can cause severe migraines. When you skip meals, it can cause severe migraines. When you drink a lot of caffeine, it can cause migraines. So there's a lot of things that can cause migraines. Like I said, I'll wake up with a migraine. I'll be at work with a migraine. I'll be laying down watching TV with a migraine, watching YouTube with a migraine. Like, it just happens anytime. And when it does happen, like I said, I got the sharp pain, the pressure, and the blurred vision. But I also like just need to lay in the dark, turn off sound, just relax. And it's really hard to do that when you're working. I work at a hospital and take care of patients for a living. My health is not a priority when I'm at work for 12 hours, so it's kind of hard. And I don't take migraine medication when I'm working for the reason of it makes me drowsy and doesn't make me feel right. So I kind of just have to deal with it, and the pain normally like subsides. I think it's more of I'm distracted at work, so I'm not really thinking about it as much. Like, the pressure kind of stops me in my tracks, and the pain, I'll be like, ow, this really hurts, kind of thing. I'll kind of like do this kind of look, like you can tell like my eye hurts, but there's nothing I can really do about it. Except a migraine, I'll take Advil, Tylenol, but they don't always help. My migraine medication, of course, helps. But I can't take it all the time, so yeah. But yeah, basically I'll die with it. There's not much to do for cysts, and the thing is a lot of people are not very knowledgeable about cysts. You know, when I tell people I have a brain cyst or a cyst in my brain, they panic and they're like, what, you have a cyst in your brain? And I'm like, yes, but it's not a brain tumor. It's not a mass. It's a sac full of fluid. I have a cavity. I have a space in my brain. Either I was born like that and over time filled up with fluid, or I just had a little cyst when I was born. And the only way they would have known that is if I had did an MRI when I was a baby, and I had no reason to get an MRI when I was a baby. So we were basing it off of now, you know, and it's hard to tell. So arachnoid cysts are actually very common, and migraines are very common. So it's hard to tell if the reason why I have migraines is because of arachnoid cysts, or I just have really bad migraines, or what. It's really hard to tell. It's kind of that rare, it is a rare disorder, a rare disease to have, just because it's kind of like there's no reason why it happens, no reason why you get arachnoid cyst, there's no reason why it's formed. It's just there. It's rare. It's a common thing, but it's rare because it's not, there's no like answer to why it happens. Guess same thing as a brain tumor. You know, why does it happen? There's no cancer in the family, there's nothing wrong, why does that happen? There's not a real answer. So it's interesting. Basically all we can really do about it is just watch it. Getting a new MRI soon to make sure it hasn't grown, because it does grow, it can grow. If it has grown, I can explain why my migraines have gotten so progressively worse in the past like couple years. I explain a lot of things. So I don't really know. Well, I'm just taking it day by day, but I think it's important to know that just because someone has a cyst doesn't mean that it's a tumor. They're completely different things. They're not dying, but there are side effects to migraines, I mean, to cysts, such as migraines and seizures and speech impediment and hydrocephalus. I mean, there's a lot of different things with cysts. So it's good to be educated about them. It's also good to know, like, I would have never known I had a cyst unless I got a CAT scan on my sinuses, you know. It was an accidental finding, but it's good to know because now if I ever, God forbid, go to the hospital for an accident or whatever it is, and they do MRI my body and they see that I have something in my brain and they think it's correlated with the injury while I'm in the hospital, it's good to know that it's not. It's something that I've had for years. So my family knows about it. My fiance knows about it. It's in medical records. Everyone's very aware of it. Just, it's good to know those kind of things, just because if I was in a circumstance where I couldn't answer for myself and they saw that, I wouldn't want them to proceed in anything with my brain because of that. So it's just good to know. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I've been wanting to make it. I'm sorry for this glare. This is rough. I have no makeup on. I have my brows done. That's about it. These baby hairs are killing the game, so awesome. But thank you for watching this video. Hope you learned a little bit about cysts and arachnoid cysts. It's so hard to find information about arachnoid cysts from like people. So hopefully this lets someone out there that knows they have a cyst, that it's common, it's normal, you're not alone, we're in this together. All right, but time to go to bed. I work in the morning, 12 hours. It's a long day, so gotta go. Bye.